love that.
Thank you. Oh, Val, good morning. First in the house. Val is first.
Nice.
Happy Easter. Yay.
Oh, you're very festive today with your.
This could be Easter eggs.
Foot hit the table.
Oh, foot hit the table. So, yeah. Gosh, everything's hitting the table.
Exactly. Are you trying to throw some shade? It's a big enough umbrella. Some enough shade for everybody.
Oh, boy,
Especially.
Hi, honey. How you doing? I love your Christmas shirt today.
Oh yeah, I'm getting festive myself as well.
Wrong holiday. You can't just choose to be festive no matter what. Like today's Easter, but I'm gonna get Christmas festive.
First of all.
Exactly. No, you can't.
You can wear a Santa hat throughout the year.
Well, people leave their trees up and stuff.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So we're not those people.
No, we're not those people, but still.
Well, what I think is
some people do.
The bridge is people decorate with Christmas lights now. That's the bridge. That's the gap in between. So you can like in their backyard, people put Christmas lights, like little twinkly lights. So it gives you a nice little.
But I think they've made those like all year now. Like they don't even relegate those to Christmas Eve.
No, exactly.
Like,
that's
they
what I'm saying.
universalize.
That's the bridge. So now if you got those up.
So now there's sparkly lights everywhere.
You might as well leave.
There's Christmas lights
leave a small
everywhere.
tree somewhere.
Gigi's here says, "Morning, Mr. and Mrs. How are you today? Doing great." TC's here says, "Happy Easter. Love your shirts. Thanks so much." Joyce is here says, "Good morning, Wack fam. Happy Easter, everyone." Yes, Gigi said, "Happy Resurrection Day." Absolutely.
Yep.
He said, "Sleepy Sunday greetings, familiar." Well, we're glad that you're here, Heath. Sleepy or not. Brianna's here says, "Good morning." Dee's here says, "Good morning. Morning, good weathers. Happy Sunday." Same. Is it Easter?
Good morning,
is it Easter
everyone.
in Canada? Is that one of those like? Is that just an American thing? Is that universally like Christian? So like wherever.
Pretty sure it's that.
Yeah.
So it's like leaked into just those countries.
Yeah.
Like those
specific
countries that are like Christian based.
Found it?
I don't know. I'm gonna confuse myself.
I don't know exactly.
I just confused myself.
Beth is here.
I gotta read
says, "Good morning, Wack fam." Triple J's here says, "Good morning and happy Easter, dog." Exactly. With all of
Jerome Johnson.
All of the emojis. I absolutely love it. Mary T said, "Good morning, happy Easter." Yes, it's Easter everywhere. Good to know. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't know how that holiday works. So. He said, "Hide the eggs. Jesus is back." Jesus loves some eggs. Like,
just a little salt on them.
My goodness, that's so funny.
A little salt.
Yes. Okay. D said, "Yes, it's Easter everywhere for those who celebrate." Exactly. Yes, I see him. Okay, that makes sense.
You always try to go back in time. So like back when the creation first started, the trends and the patterns and
the trends and the patterns.
That's how I like to think of stuff.
Because it's a religious holiday. It's not like a national holiday. It's just like, even though like we make it a national holiday.
Oh yeah, no, we commercialize.
But it technically is a religious holiday for anyone that celebrates that religion.
Everything is commercialized.
I get it now. Thank you. So yes.
How you think.
No, thank you. No, the Wack fam helps with that because I was just like,
that's a hive mind.
Eastern American.
That's a hive mind. Together,
that's horrible.
We are smarter than we could ever be
apart. Exactly. You're right. Because I
need to take all of you in with tests. With tests of mine.
What is that?
We need to take tests together.
Luckily, we have no more tests to take anymore. Like, have we all thought like maybe this is like the last test you ever took was like, did you know that was going to be the last test, like exam you ever took, ever in your life? You know?
No.
I know, right? Well, did I pay attention to that?
Well, as you get older, there's also like skill tests you can take, like tests for like tractor licenses. Or,
exactly. But if you're not in those fields to where you would ever have to do that, then the last test you ever took. You know, I've been wanting to do that recently, like just get some
another test?
Yeah, like no, just get like certifications. Like I would love to get like Microsoft Excel certification. I'd like to get some like Adobe Suite certification stuff just because I like learning and I like proving that I've learned something. So
I was just gonna say, I was like, what, to throw on the pile?
Yes. Lisa Lewis Peck is here, says, "Happy Easter to you both." Same to you. Mary T said, "We celebrate Thanksgiving at a different time than the Americans, early October." Yes, I did know that. I do know that December 26th is Boxing Day. I don't know what that means, though.
I was going to say National Boxing Day.
No, not National Boxing Day. In Canada, it is just a holiday called Boxing Day. You know,
is it like to the sport or to box stuff up?
I think it's to put stuff in boxes. Like, I know, okay. I don't understand.
You sure that's not an American holiday?
No, it's exactly. Shelly said, happy Sunday morning, my fam. Like hi, Shelly. I'm so glad that you're here. Barry's here. Says, good morning, all. Happy Resurrection Day. Jesus is alive. Yes, absolutely.
You might hear somewhere.
Brianna said, we call it Zombie Jesus Day since Jesus rose from the dead. Zombie Jesus. I absolutely love it.
It's one of those cool zombies, like iZombie or something.
Yes.
Like it's one of those ones that
not
cognitive.
Not one of the like what movie am I thinking about with Will Smith in it? But not one of or not like The Walking Dead.
Well, every other one.
Mary said, I didn't know Americans didn't celebrate Boxing Day until this year. No, we don't. What is it? But no, it's not like a real thing.
It sounds like a sport. Like
D says, we don't know what it means either. We just go shopping. It's from the British. Yeah, it's like you have to go shopping and then bring things home in boxes. Like that's Boxing Day. Yeah, or bags. Bagging.
Yeah, I was just gonna say bag would make more sense. Like who?
But it's the day after Christmas where you've opened things in boxes. So maybe you have a lot of boxes sitting around your house. So like it's the
I got you. I mean, Boxing Day. It seems like it's really dependent on one type of packaging.
He said it's Boxing Day when they celebrate the birth of Rocky Marciano.
I was like, I don't even understand.
Yeah, Mary T said it's the day you go shopping with your Christmas money, kind of like Black Friday. Well, yes, that's like still the day after Christmas. We can afford to make it an official holiday in the United States because that's what a lot of people do. Yeah. But the week between Christmas and New Year's is gift card week.
Much like Boxing Day, Black Friday doesn't really make sense because normally you put black with like
no. So they say that the term Black Friday. Mom's here says. Good morning, Whack fam. He is risen. You're right. What's cracking, y'all? Jeez Louise. Triple J said, hey, dog, all Easter candy 75% off tomorrow. Yeah, I can't partake. I'm hoping Aunt Beverly has our baskets for us, but then I can't do it after that.
Ain't that the truth?
Because my mind would be going nuts. Yeah. Okay, Black Friday. So in terms of business, your books can either be like in the red or in the black, right? In the red means that you're in debt, and then the black means you have profit, right? So Black Friday, from what I heard, the name of it
Profit Day
was like the day of the year where they got got pushed profit. Into the black.
That makes sense.
So that's why they call it Black Friday.
All right, now explain Boxing Day.
So when you buy things, right, in order to like save down on plastic, they put everything into paper boxes.
There we go.
And so it's Boxing Day. Exactly, which they could have used as well.
I'm still like, how's a lot of boxes is what I'm trying to say. You might want to change up how we take stuff home, everybody.
He said, I thought America's national holiday is the Super Bowl. You're right. For me, it is. I mean, so I'm just saying it is.
Well, as far as consumerism, no, that's still Christmas.
Man, TC said traditionally Boxing Day was the day you were to give to the poor. It's the second day of Christmas.
There we go. So like, it makes sense if you like boxing stuff up to give away.
TC, I'm gonna go with that, but I kind of think they like commercialized it.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like Christmas. It used to be like just getting together and loving.
You're right, exactly.
Now it's like you better buy me that.
God bless us, everyone. Yeah, you're right. And punch each other in the face trying to get a tickle me Elmo. Man. Yay. Rhonda's here, says Happy Easter. Hello.
The reason for the season.
Rashana's here, says Grand Rising and Happy Resurrection Sunday. #WhackFam.
That makes more sense today than any other day ever.
Absolutely. I wonder how many churches are having, or some churches having in service, because this is one of the holidays where even if you don't go to church, you go to church today. So
I'm pretty sure it's state based.
Yes, I agree.
Because I'm pretty sure Texas.
Stacy's here. Says Happy Easter Resurrection Sunday. Absolutely. Yes. So yes, it is. I hope everyone. Nice. That was rhythmic. Whoa, that was fancy.
One day a year.
Okay, I got to remember to save that for next year. Wow, I was just mesmerized right there real quick. That was a lot. But yes, I lost my train of thought. Like, exactly. My husband was doing these marching band signals and stuff like that.
You're too cute.
Yes, I was just gonna say, I hope however you choose to celebrate Easter, like if you celebrate it, like good for you, live your life. Like I said, I'm hoping Aunt Beverly has our Easter baskets. I know she has chocolate Costco cake because I bought it ourselves, right? So I bought it to take over there.
It's gonna be all gone by the time we get there.
It is not going to be all gone by the time because we're leaving. If it's all gone by the time we get there, no. I get chocolate cake today. That's all that matters.
Nobody worry about chocolate cake. It's all about the meat.
D said you got to book your seat early for church. Exactly. Days like today are when like the usher's job was actually really difficult. Like trying to squeeze people in there.
These are the days, like you said,
Kelly Sears says good morning, everybody.
They call in the whole team.
Yes.
Like, hey, if you sick,
Melissa Sears says good morning, happy Easter to the WAC fam.
We need to work the doors.
Yes. He said I was raised as a twice-a-year churchgoer, Christmas and Easter. Yes, exactly.
Oh, if only. I was raised as a 365-day-a-year churchgoer.
And so not even on Sunday. Sunday was actual church. Then Monday was like choir practice. Wednesday was Bible study. Thursday was prayer meeting.
Don't get into summer because then you got the summer school.
You got vacation Bible school, camp. You're right. Gosh, we went to church
camp
so much.
Welcome
so
to
many
our
church.
life, Heath.
Yes. Yes, Dana said the name comes from a time when the rich used to box up gifts to give to the poor. Boxing Day was traditionally a day off for servants and the day when they received special Christmas box. I love it.
Me too.
First of all, love that. Yes, that makes so much more sense now.
Exactly. Okay. I love knowing.
Well, all you Canadians, be sure to give to the poor this Boxing Day. Exactly. Like you go out and buy all of your Christmas things with your Christmas money, then just give something, to the poor.
And I would say you go refrigerator boxes. Those are really fun. Just throw stuff in refrigerator boxes and. You always want the bigger the bucks.
Yes,
as a kid, you can do stuff.
Basket. Joy said, "Don't talk to me about Easter candy. The person who was to train me to do everything about candy and holiday candy up and quit, and I had to do Easter all by myself. Oh, Joyce. Oh no! And then there's going to be so many discounts starting this week. Like that's going to be so bad for you.
They're going to hit that section super hard."
No, Laura said my church has 4 services today. I went at 5:30, so I was up at 4:00 a.m. Jeez Louise, happy Easter! Happy Easter to you, Laura.
SoCal.
That is amazing.
Went to the Crack of Dawn church.
Yes. Mom said Autumn. Those are the ones we call CMEs: Christmas, Mother's Day, and Easter. Yeah, I know, right? The CME Christians, the ones that only go to church those 3 days. Yeah.
Oh, I remember because every church you'd always see those.
It was always packed. And I would be mad.
Who is this? I don't know.
I would be mad because if you go to church the whole year, like you do have like your certain spot that you sit in and the certain thing. Yeah. But on those days, it's like a free for all. You're like, who's sitting? Who are you? Go away.
You gotta get there first.
I know.
Early on those days.
Exactly. So
no, it always made me chuckle to see the CMEs. Because I'd be there every week or so. You'd always know the people who ain't never been before. Yes. And they're like, what's going on? Where do I sit? How does this work?
Mary said, see, I come here to learn all about Canada. Now we give our money to the poor retailers on Boxing Day. That's poor retailers.
Mary for the win.
Yes, Rhonda said former churcher here, like 7 days a week. Yeah, it was a thing. Yeah,
I remember that. It's like all our parents.
Yes,
our parents.
Oh man, Rashonda said we participated in all things church, all holidays, choir practice, Bible study, Friday night teen zone, weekend revivals. Yes, it was just.
I mean, like y'all was forced to be friends.
You couldn't do anything.
Like you were forced to be church friends.
Yes.
No questions.
He said, as a teenager, I was very active in the church youth group, Sunday morning and Sunday evening services, Wednesday evening, Thursday youth pastor. See? Yes. Saturday flag football. Exactly.
I figure as a Texan, that's like you were all raised too.
I mean, that is, amazing.
We is what we got. We got what we do.
So Harris here says, good morning. So I grew up in the church. We only went to my regular church on Sunday, but I was in a community youth choir where we actually went around to a lot of different churches.
You were in a traveling choir.
Yes.
I think I did that one time when I was.
So we would have rehearsals on Thursdays, and then we would sing all throughout the week, like at different church revivals. Like we was coming to y'all's church during those things,
like a traveling band.
Yes, exactly.
Like
so I was, and like Sundays were just full because you had to go to your regular church in the morning, and then like whatever other church had like an afternoon, you had to go there to sing. Like it was so much, but it was really fun. Exactly. It was a really great time.
And Easter was always one of those ones where you went, it's kind of like your wedding day or something. Like you went with the most freshest outfits. Yeah.
I mean, like dressed up.
You had
like
to go
Mary
to
T
not
said,
only your 9s, you had to go to your 10s.
When we were little in the early 60s, Easter Sunday was church, Easter hats and gloves. Yeah, I should have found that picture of me and Amber There's a picture of me and Amber in our Easter
and
outfits.
Gloves
gloves with ruffles on them. Yeah.
Oh,
I know it's somewhere on Facebook, but I don't know where it is, so I'm not gonna look at it.
You'll find it later.
Yes.
Then show everybody so we can chuckle at it.
Yeah, exactly. But we were super cute. So
no, I think that's Easter though. I mean, no matter what your scale was, whether you were the richest person or the poorest person, you shined up whatever you had.
You're right.
And you went fresh to death. You know what I mean?
He said I even went to the church's prom alternative at one time. I actually thought I wanted to be a preacher. I mean,
look at him.
When you're so involved,
I think that was all of them.
Yeah, we used to go to like the Halloween alternatives. You know, my sister participated in one of those like debutante things. I was just like, okay, all right.
Yeah, we did church stuff, but we also did like I didn't want like Halloween. I'm not missing out on actual candy either. So we did. We did a Halloween alternative, and I'm like, okay, now as soon as we get back home.
Mom said, Autumn, remember going to sunrise service early at 5:30 a.m.? I do not. I must have blocked that out of my head. Bayou Princess said, good morning, everyone. Happy Easter with the bunnies. Yeah.
See, in my family, when I have four, my big sister, my bigger brother, and my little brother. So when we got a certain age, my big brother, once he was able to drive, my parents were sneaky, so they would just send us to Sunday school. And then they would get there
at regular church.
Yeah. Ooh. So they would make my big brother drive us all to Sunday school, and like we'd all have to sit there and do Sunday school, and then they would pull. And I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah. But we did it. I don't want to drop no tea or nothing, but it was a couple of times.
You know your mom watches.
We did not make it to Sunday school.
That is so funny.
We went to McDonald's instead.
Harris said, I always dreaded going to church on Easter and Christmas because as children we had to give speeches. Yes, like we always used to have to do like the Easter play and stuff like that. Oh, I'm just not remembering all of it. Oh my God. Dee says, who remembers all night prayer service, the struggles to stay awake? Yeah, I used to hate going to church on on New Year's. Yeah. Like wait a minute, we're going to church at 10 p.m.
Christmas Eve as well.
What's happening?
Just remember, I need to be home and go to bed, okay?
Santa is coming tonight.
You might miss it. I do not want to miss. I set my alarm and everything.
No, I remember going to like New Year's like at night. I'm just like, what is happening right now? Like, even back then, I wasn't trying to stay awake. I only stayed. The only times in my life where I ever stayed awake all night was like when I was in college, like partying. We used to party, stay up all night. But I can't do that anymore.
You a whole party hardy.
I was a party hardy.
I knew that.
Yeah, it was really fun. We used to try to stay up all night for New Year's, like back in my early 20s. But no, not anymore. No. Joy said, I worked at the church daycare in Iowa and was at church 6 days a week. I know, right? Like, it's like a job. It's like a whole building. It's like an office building, you know? Kelly Wright is here. Says, happy Easter. He has risen. Absolutely. Yes. So, yeah, I know, right? That's just crazy how, you know, that tradition is like universal for so many people. And then just depending on like which way in life you like splinter off into, form your own, thoughts.
Are you an everydayer?
Yes. Or are you just a Sunday? Just go on Sunday and leave and just do you is all I'm saying. So absolutely.
I think as you get older, like there's always that time where you're like, take a few years off.
That's exactly what I remember because like when you live in your parents' house, you go to church every Sunday. But I remember getting to college, not living at home, right? And I remember like going to church the first couple of months of college because like all my friends went to church and I would just catch a ride with them and I was just like, wait a minute, we don't have to be here. Like I don't have to go to church anymore.
Waking up early? It's like
what? And so I haven't really been to church. Religiously, pun intended, for a very long time.
You do it because our parents do it, and it's just such a tradition. You have it's just ingrained in us and everything. And then when you finally are able to fly on our own, we're like, wait, I don't have to do how many things now? It's like, my life is whose now? Me own? It's like, well, now let me kick some of
Kelly said, thank you. I miss Easter hats. I watch from home. Absolutely. Well, and one of my grandmother's favorite traditions, which we're definitely going to be participating in today, is watching the 10 Commandments. So when we go over, in Beverly's house, all that's playing is the 10 Commandments. So she's like, Moses, yes. There's not going to be anything going on that TV.
Where's the game room?
Except for the 10 Commandments. Rashana said, OMG, I took several years off. I was tired. You're right. So,
hey, you're not alone though. That's what I'm saying. I think that's all of us, Rashana. Yeah, like I said, it's a like once we get college age and once we like you're able to float on your own, like you said, you might do it for the first few months just because still tradition. Yeah. But then you're like, wait, why am I doing this?
Yeah, if you don't truly want to. Yeah, like if you're not truly.
My mom is forcing me to.
G said, my church friends are still my closest friends, even though we may not all be in the same building. Heck, I grew up with my husband in church. Good for you. I do not have any friends from, like, childhood friends from church. Like,
I mean, it was mostly family, so like my cousins and stuff like
that.
Exactly. So like,
church was also a family event. Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Like for me, I mean, people who weren't my family, I don't really hang with them anymore either.
My mom said, train them up. I know, right? Y'all did a great job.
I mean, because the way I looked at it, it was kind of like I said, growing up as a kid, it wasn't really my first choice to go to church. So it was always like forced friendships.
It just became what you
like forced friendships. Like I like you.
I remember I remember in like vacation Bible school, like whenever we used to do the crafts and stuff. Now that was fun. I loved me a good.
I love going away to church camp. That was freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Especially from an inner city kid to go out into like the woods
to
and
the country.
The Ruel.
Yes. Gigi said, Autumn, you really should have given Richard a heads up. I gave him one now. He knows. Have your phone charged. Bring your extra battery pack. Don't expect to watch any TV.
I know now.
The 10 Commandments is going to be on all day. So, yes. I mean, I don't like it either. I stay out in the living room. I'm like, I can't watch it because all the old people are in there watching the 10 Commandments.
I've seen it many times.
Yes, Harris said, LOL, we watched the 10 Commandments last night. Yeah, it was on last night too. My granny watches it by herself at home the night before, and then we all watched it in Beverly's house the next day. So my aunt texted the family to let us know it was on. Yeah, absolutely. Like I think that's
my mom's thing too. That's my mom's thing.
Yes.
I'm more like something else.
I can't remember. Can anyone remember the last time you've seen the 10 Commandments all the way through? Like, See,
I keep confusing with Ben-Hur as well. So I'm like, isn't there a chariot race? Isn't there a chariot race in there? I think there's a chariot race in the There should be. There definitely should be a chariot race.
I remember Ben-Hur too. I really like that movie. We had I think everyone had to watch Ben-Hur in like middle or high school.
Now if that was playing, I might have to bump the table.
I don't remember the last time I've watched the 10 Commandments all the way through. It had to be when I was a teenager or early adult, because I still remember it being like 7 hours long. Like the 10 Commandments is so long.
That's the only thing I remember.
Yes. Oh, Harris said I cook for Vacation Bible School every year. Oh, that's amazing.
No, see, and we're still very much like my aunties and stuff still go to church, and they're still really big in it, and they keep trying to get me to.
Oh my God! Rashana said I was an active church participant, choir, plays, teen zone. Daddy was a pastor. Then I got pregnant at 19, and the pastor paraded me in front of the church with the other teens who were too. That is traumatic. See, that's just, look, I'm not here to talk about anybody's religion, but just in general, like, there were just some beliefs that I had to dismantle. As in, like, why do I think this way? Like, is it because I truly believe that, or because it's just been told to me over and over and over and over and over again, right?
Yeah, that's
But yeah, that judgment is
that
not
third rail right there.
What's it?
That's that third rail. It can zap you.
Oh my God, TC said, I've never seen the 10 Commandments. I mean, like,
TC.
If you've seen Ben-Hur, it's basically
yes.
It is interesting, but boy, there are some slow parts.
I'm pretty sure
you
know the story.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
can really be wrapped up in like 10 minutes.
Yes, indeed. I was just about to mention Ben-Hur. Yeah, it's just a really long movie about Moses.
Yes.
Yeah,
and there's a chariot race.
Yes. All I remember is Moses being really dirty, like when they were slaves and they were having to like build like the bricks made out of mud and stuff. I mean, gosh, man.
'Tis the life.
And 'tis exactly the life of a slave. Yes. Mary said, as a single mom, I could send my kids to church camp for free. I was so happy they could go. Yes. Thought I did such a good thing. My daughter tells me she was traumatized. I guess she had no fun. Yeah, I mean, you do what you think is right, and
also
then they just gotta find their own way, Lord.
Kind of like a bird.
Yeah.
Throw them over the cliff and.
Yes, and hope they fly.
Please fly.
Melissa said, I haven't watched the 10 Commandments in a while. I used to watch Jesus Christ Superstar when that aired on Easter weekend. No. Jesus Christ Superstar is one of the worst, like, pieces of art or when I tell you,
I've never seen it.
I don't hate too many things, but I hate Jesus Christ Superstar. Like,
I have no idea what it's about.
No, it's the story of Jesus.
Okay.
But as retold as if he were a rock star. Like, so it's like Jesus Christ is a rock star, and like his disciples are like the band, you know, and like his fans. And then it's just like, so basically it is just like, and like Judas is this antagonist, but they're like singing rock songs to each other. And I'm just like, this is horrible. It's horrible. Like, woo! Like, I hate this as much as Roshana hates Beyonce. Like, I mean, I hate Jesus Christ Superstar. Like, you made me mad just thinking about it. Yes! So, woo! But you do you, though. I'm not, this is not me telling anyone else not to get your Jesus Christ Superstar on.
As someone who has never seen it,
you never need to. Nope. Does
it have a chariot race in it?
No, it does not. Because that's the thing. The set was so weird and minimalistic. Like, it was horrible. Rashada said, yes, religious programming as a societal norm. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, no, that's really messed up.
Yes. TC said it's just shorter reading the book. Don't need hours of cinema. Yeah, exactly. Just if you know the story, you got the 10 Commandments down.
I'm pretty sure you've heard it vicariously at some point in your life.
The very first time I saw Jesus Christ Superstar, it was at a community theater. And I was watching it like, what is this? And then I was like, maybe it's just bad because it's community theater. I'm not getting the full like scale of it. So then like 3 years later, it actually came as a Broadway tour down at the Kentucky Center. And I was like, okay, maybe this is my chance to see Jesus Christ Superstar as it was intended, you know? And even within the first 5 minutes, I was like, nope, it's the same play. Like, nope, it's the same thing. I hate it. No matter if it's on the big stage with professionals or on the smaller stage with amateurs. I mean, it was horrible. I hate Jesus Christ Superstar. Well, Joy said, my dad watched it all the time, so I've seen bits and pieces. That's exactly how I feel about the 10 Commandments. Like, bits and pieces. Like, I could be like, Moses, you know, like, because that's what Miss Ann Baxter does when she's talking about Moses.
Oh,
like,
you just did the show just now. Was that a piece in the movie?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. I thought you was doing
I remember the part where like Pharaoh was holding his son. Yes. I remember all of these different parts,
he came
bits
down
and
the mountain
pieces
with 10 Commandments.
Yes, exactly. A burning bush. Yes, exactly. Rhonda said, for the first time in my life, adult life, I'm not cooking for a holiday. Husband worked out of state, younger daughter, son, grandkids visiting our other relative. I'm free. You're right. Way to go.
Look at you, Rhonda. You better love this moment in time.
I still haven't accepted my role as an adult in like cooking and contributing to family events. Like, to me, like Aunt Beverly's just gonna make food. Aunt Beverly, grandmama, sometimes mom, like I haven't graduated to the thought mentally where it is my job to bring something besides like napkins and plates and stuff, you know? I just don't think cooking's my calling, especially when I got a sister the way that I do.
Yeah,
so.
And you're just not that good.
What?
I didn't say anything.
I heard you. I think you actually heard you say you're not that good at it.
I just said it. Like, I'll say how much I love you.
I mean, you're right.
You're amazing.
At cooking regular, like standard traditional foods, I'm really not. I can make some ground beef with the best of them, right? But don't nobody want me to bring ground beef to Thanksgiving is all I'm saying, you know? He said my biggest lasting memory from church camp was on the last day. There were always sloppy joes made with the leftovers from the whole week. That sounds really sloppy. What were they mixing in them joes?
I was going to say, I mean, you say is it leftovers is a good thing or leftovers is a bad thing?
Melissa said it's a hippie psychedelic adventure. Yes. Like Jesus Christ Superstar is a hippie.
Yeah. Yes.
And the one thing that I could not deal with, I could not deal with in Jesus Christ Superstar was all of the
rock.
No. That the music wasn't my favorite, but it was the pantomime fighting. It was like, oh no, the disciples and these other people, hi-ya, I mean, it was so bad. The fighting in both the community theater aspect and the Broadway production. I was like, what is happening? Like, it was horrible. I could not do it. So. Lord, now Gigi and my mom are quoting Stevie Wonder back to each other. So. Mom said my coworker said Jesus Christ Superstar was horrible as well. It was not my jam.
No, I think we've come well aware of that.
Yes. Mary said, geez Louise, I remember my sister taking me to the original Superstar play in 1969-ish. That's amazing. You know, and maybe it's just one of those shows that doesn't age well. Like back in the rock days of like the disco that time, like maybe it made a lot more sense, you know?
I think it needs a Hamilton refresh.
Shelly said, have a great day, everyone. I'll catch you on the replay. Bye, Shelly. I'm so glad you were here.
It needs a Hamilton-style refresh.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, a different superstar.
Yeah, like Jesus Christ, hip-hop legend. You know, like I just think I can't. It was just the music.
Like, better writing and better staging, and like you said,
it just but I mean the writing is what makes the play the play.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
I think that's really
Linda's
big.
here says, "Happy Easter, Whack Fam!" Oh, look at the emojis. It's a little chick and the flower. Oh my God, I love it.
It's so cute.
Brianna said, "I lived next to a pastor as a kid. I'd go to his Bible camp, even though it was a different type of Christian church. All I remember was lots of arts and crafts." Yes, as long. I don't care what church we're going to, as long as there are arts and crafts.
We actually had the camps. It was a lake, and like we were staying in cabins, and we got together to do like choir and sing songs.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Harry said, Jesus Christ Superstar brings back fond memories. My uncle would play the album and I would sing along. I know most of those songs to this day. Yes, I'm thinking that if I just heard it, you know, I could like as a soundtrack, it wouldn't be bad. But like seeing it put together.
I think twofold. You had to hear it only, and it had to be with a relative who you really cared about and like may be gone. So it's a memory.
Some sort of
a special memory
like
now, as opposed
sentimental, to like appreciating it for the music's sake. Yeah.
You don't go watch it as a critic. You watch
Deshaun's
it
here, says Happy Easter. Same to you. I'm glad that you're here.
Yay! So see, I've never seen it, so I have none of those feelings at all.
Oh my God, he said green beans, corn, potatoes, you name it, it was in there. Now that's a sloppy Joe right there.
Good Lord, wait, what? That's not a sloppy Joe. That's like that's a hodgepodge of something.
What's there beef
exactly,
in it?
like vegetables and like what the heck? Boo, this is not a sloppy Joe.
Dee said, I wish my parents would take a break from cooking so the next generation could get some practice cooking for these occasions. You're right, but they live for these memories and my siblings are lazy. I love cooking.
Well, I was going to say, Petit, it sounds like it's going to be a really, really big crash. It's going to all fall on your shoulders and be like, all right, we don't know what to do, so you cook everything now.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? Wait, huh?
And nobody knows how to do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, no. We can go. Y'all go to classes. You know, I'll take a.
Toys here says, what's on the menu for Easter? So on the menu for us is a bunch of non-keto things, which I'm really excited about, that we're not making. The only thing we're making and bringing are the rolls. And then I bought a Costco cake, but that's already at Aunt Beverly's house. And then my grandmother, I meant to tell you guys, my grandmother makes really good macaroni and cheese.
Oh. Okay.
I went over to my granny's house today and I said, Grandma, did you make macaroni and cheese? She said, yes, it's in the refrigerator. She said, oh, I just hope it tastes good. I was just like, why? What happened? She goes, because I used butter this time. And I was like, goes to
margarine.
Blue Bonnet. I was like,
margarine.
I was like, Grandma. She was like, I just don't know how it's going to come out. I was like, Grandma, I was like, you realize they formulated margarine to imitate the taste of butter. She said, oh, so it'll taste the same? I was like, it's better.
The way jingle she heard in